Okay, so I know we just did a video about this knife. Now, you may or may not have seen it. This is the Terrain 365 Invictus done in Terravantium. Now, what I wanted to talk about is the material, because there is no ferrous material in this blade. This blade is not made from steel. It's made from what is called Terravantium. Now, Terravantium is an alloy that's been around for a while. It's not even really an alloy, if you want to know the truth. It's a specific type of another metal called cobalt. Specifically, it's dendritic cobalt. And you can look at it in dendritic cobalt. The crystalline structure of it is done in a fashion where it has more surface area and it's more like a tree structure. But what that causes it to have is some unique properties. So it has properties that are very similar to hardened steel. It'll take an edge. It will hold an edge. It holds an edge really well. This thing is ridiculously sharp and has been for well over a year. It looks like steel. It feels like steel, but it doesn't act like steel. Since there is no iron in this at all, steel is iron and carbon and other materials are mixed together and then hardened. And the iron that is in steel is what causes your corrosion. And since this has a zero iron in it, you don't get any of that oxidation that forms, also known as rust. So it allows you to have a blade that you can use in any environment. You don't have to worry about it rusting or things like that. Now, there are other materials, non-ferrous materials, that are used in knives. Most notably SM100, which is a very expensive, very, very expensive steel or a material. And it is a nickel titanium alloy, but it has its own laundry list of issues. It galls up, it's soft, it's hard to work with. From what I understand and everything that I've seen and done with this knife, you don't have those issues. What you do have is you do have a blade that's a little bit more brittle than some other materials out there. But you wind up with, I'm not gonna lie, my buddy Nico has had this knife for over a year. I have been using it around the house and I don't feel any issues with that blade edge having changed. I haven't stropped it. I haven't honed it up. This is the factory edge that was on it and well over a year. So I'm really on a fence. Now, if you're somebody that does any prying or any chopping with their knives, this is probably not a material for you because it has been known to chip and crack and break off at the tip. So just wanted to talk about this really specific material. You can look up some information. I'll put a link to information about dendritic cobalt down below and visit this channel sponsor, Coffee Brand Coffee. Use coupon code Crazy Sharp, all one word, capital C, capital S, saves you 5% at checkout, supports the channel. So there you go, guys. Let's get out of here. Just a quick 3-minute video about some interesting material.